It's cherry. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Okay guys, so I know the movie has been out for 2 weeks now, and I wanted to wait until everybody's got a chance to see the movie. I wanted to wait until it's got a chance to sink in, you know what I mean? So before I get any further with this video is going to contain spoilers. That's right, I'm gonna spoil this movie like the asshole that I am. I know most of you like me was very, very excited for this movie. I held this movie with very, very high expectations. I went into it, I wanted this movie to be good. It was just okay. My biggest problem with this movie is that it just jumped all over the place. Nothing made sense. I went in this movie wanting to see Batman and Superman fight. And we got to see that for 5 minutes. Yeah, they fought for 5 minutes at the very end of the movie. Very beginning of the movie opens up with Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed. I'm tired of that. We all know what happens to Bruce Wayne's parents. I'm so sick of seeing that. Like, we know the origin story, we know his parents get gunned down. We know that. We don't need to see that in every adaptation of a Batman movie. Okay, with that being said, Ben Affleck is Batman. Ben Affleck killed it. I am now convinced that Ben Affleck is the best Batman we've ever had. And you better not say shit, Christian Bale, Batman. I'm going off on too many tangents. I'm rambling on. Okay, the whole story of Batman v Superman is Bruce Wayne is pissed off at Superman for what happened in the events of Man of Steel. Bruce Wayne had a building in Metropolis. When Superman and Zod were fighting in Metropolis, Bruce Wayne's building was destroyed, people he cared about got killed, so now, 18 months later, he wants to get revenge on Superman. People are complaining about Henry Cavill being Superman in this movie. He just wasn't given enough to do. Like, he really had no purpose. Most of this movie focused so much on Batman. And that was a problem for me, because this was essentially supposed to be a Man of Steel sequel. And the movie is called Batman v Superman, and it's just, I don't know, he just didn't do much. Another problem I have with this movie is there was so much shit crammed into this. Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers took too much time to set up the Justice League that they forgot about the whole movie, which is Batman v Superman. That was a big problem. So much shit was just crammed into this movie just for the sake of setting up the Justice League, and I didn't like that. For example, there's a dream sequence in this movie where Bruce Wayne has a dream where it's like an apocalyptic future where Superman is pretty much evil and Darkseid is taken over. Yeah. It was awesome, but we didn't need it. And then there's another scene right after that where he wakes up and the Flash comes from the future to tell him, you know, Lois Lane is the key to everything, you need to find us, you need to stop this. And I'm like, what the fuck? That wasn't needed. We didn't need, it was cool, that scene was awesome, I love the Flash, I love the way Ezra Miller portrayed him, I like what they were trying to do with that, and I understood it, but we didn't need it. We didn't need it for this movie. Save that for the Justice League. Oh my god, the setup that they did for each one of these characters in the Justice League was so stupid. It was like they just added it in the last 2 weeks of editing this movie. It's like, hey guys, wait a second. We gotta shoe in the Justice League characters somehow. Fucking Wonder Woman is going through LexCorp files, and that's how she comes across these characters. Seriously, that's the best you guys could do? And another thing that pissed me off with that is, when she's clicking on each one of the files, each one of the characters has their own logo on the file. Come on, Warner Brothers, how fucking stupid do you think we are? We know who these characters are, we don't need a logo. And that's another thing, keep in mind, these are top secret LexCorp files. So somebody took the time to go through and create a logo for each one of these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not stupid, Warner Brothers, we know who they are. You don't need to show us their logos. Aquaman's cameo in this movie was so stupid. I don't have a problem with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he's gonna bring a new take on Aquaman that's gonna be really awesome for this type of DC Universe movie. But his cameo, oh my god. Like he comes out of a ship and he comes out like all mystical, like just kind of floats out, almost like he can't swim. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of comes out, stares at the camera, all awkward like and mystical like, fucking stabs the camera with a trident and just takes off at full speed in the water. Like, wow, congratulations, dude. You just broke the sound barrier of water. Big deal. If there's any trouble in the Justice League that takes place near water, then we'll contact you. Other than that, I think Aquaman just kind of sucks. Now let's get on with Ben Affleck as Batman. I was one of those people that when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, I was like, fuck you, Ben Affleck sucks. No. Like I said, I am convinced now that Ben Affleck is the best Batman we've ever had, period. His portrayal as Batman in this movie was so intense. Like, he was fucking scary. There's this fucking scene in the movie where these cops are infiltrating like this rundown meth lab apartment building type of thing, and Batman is fucking torturing this guy upstairs. Like, he brands him. Batman brands people in this movie with the bat symbol. But this cop, he fucking goes upstairs to where that guy was being tortured. He like shines his flashlight up on the ceiling, and you can see Batman just hanging there like a fucking vampire. And like he starts to shoot at him, and it's kind of giving you like that strobe light effect. And Batman just fucking takes off through the ceiling. I was like, holy shit, that was scary. Something that people were complaining about is that Batman kills people in this movie. You all have been saying for years, I want this dark, gritty Batman. I want violent Batman. I want a dark and gritty Batman. This is what we want. This is what you got, and now you're all complaining. Who gives a shit? We know Batman doesn't kill. We know that's his code, but in this movie, it doesn't matter anymore. And now this is the part of the video where I just can't anymore. Jesse Eisenberg, you suck. Like, I fucking hated his Lex Luthor so much. Like I said, that scene at the beginning where I was eating the Jolly Rancher, that was the scene in the movie. Yeah, he fucking feeds a guy. He puts the Jolly Rancher in a guy's mouth, just like pushes it in all exotic like, and he's licking his fingers. He's like, it's cherry. Something else that bothered me in this movie is the fight between Batman and Superman. Batman and Superman fight for, like I said, about 5 whole minutes in this movie. Remember all the fight scenes you saw with them in the trailer of them fighting? Yeah, that was the whole fight pretty much. We saw all of it in the trailer. The way they become friends in this movie is they realize that their mom's names are both Martha. Yeah, that's how they stop fighting. Like Batman's about ready to fucking kill Superman. Literally about ready to kill him. Superman says, we gotta save Martha. Batman's like, where did you hear that name? And then he realizes Superman's name's Martha, Bruce Wayne's name's Martha. Okay, we're friends now. Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder got very brave with this movie. They went with the whole death of Superman thing towards the end of this movie, which is something that I did not see coming. All the critics and everything online when this movie first came out, everybody was saying how sucky it was and how much of a letdown it was. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be. There were a lot of things that could get... I understand why people hated it. I really do. I'm with them on that, but at the same time, you gotta understand that they're trying to set up the Justice League. You can't always blame Zack Snyder either. I personally think Zack Snyder does need to step away from the DC movies now. I think he's Michael Bay'd them. You know what I mean? Like, something that I didn't understand in this fucking movie is Batman was so pissed off at Superman for causing so much damage to Metropolis and letting all these people die. Motherfucker, both of you alone in this movie caused 10 times more damage at the end of this movie than Man of Steel ever did. My big problem with this movie was that so much stuff was all over the place. There wasn't a straight storyline, and they crammed too much into this movie than what they should have. So Batman v Superman, have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Do you think it sucks? Do you think it's as bad as what people made it out to be? Or no? Do you think the Justice League, do you think Zack Snyder is gonna work for the Justice League? Do you think the DC cinematic universe still has a chance? Yeah, that sounds good. That's a good question. Comment below, let me know, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why? Subscribe to my channel now. And thanks for watching.